unassisted his first time up tonight. He hits that one high and deep.
Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before. So I had to be here. I had to come. Even though I was afraid I might make a fool of myself. In fact, if you really want to know the truth, I had to come exactly because I might make a fool of myself.
Now, fear is going to be a player in your life, but you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying, I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it.
Before you say, well, you're famous, that's fine, table that, scoot that over. For what? What do you want to do really well? There's, the old word, 15 minutes of fame. There are fads that come in and out all the time. They're very seasonal. We could do heat seek and chase them, and we do all the time. I got nothing against that. But understand that that may not be lasting. And when you are going to do something that you think, oh, this is going to get me more likes or give me some fame, just check in with yourself and go, well, if that goes out of fashion, or if in 10 years, as far as you project, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, am I going to still feel like I will stand by that? Just measure yourself. Give yourself a little projection before you go. Because we can do stuff right now to get famous that we will absolutely regret tomorrow.
One of the hardest things, which became one of the greatest realizations, is truly coming face to face with myself and realizing, even though I have done extraordinary things in terms of my own thinking patterns, that there was a level to which I was still on the run. And all of this racing around kept me from having to truly stop and stand with the woman in the mirror and just be still and figure out, well, what do I really want? How do I really want to feel?
So how important is it to write down our dreams, our goals, our values in order to manifest and attract them?
I think it's a lot more important than we give it credit for.
And that's what I think is actually really important, because you did create a contract with self.
Right.
You signed the goals at the bottom. You have 10 goals in life, 9, 1, 92, and at the bottom you signed it. And I think that's really important in creating this contract with self, is putting your name on something that you write down from the ideas in your mind into paper so that you can actualize this in life.
Those 10 goals, I wrote those down in the top bunk in the Dell House, University of Texas, 1992. My roommate was Monty Wills. I remember the night I wrote them down.
Wow.
I never looked at them again.
Huh.
I found those in writing this book and found out that, oh my gosh, all 10 you actually did and 4 you're still doing.
So didn't you write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years. And I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. And I put it in my wallet and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff. And just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. So you visualize yourself Visualization works if you work hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, go eat a sandwich.
To actually write it with the hand is a different kind of objectivity you get, because it's come out of you, you've put it down, now you're looking at it. It's outside of you. It's freed up now. It's alive. It's moving. If you're writing down true goals, they become written in your lineage. They become written in your body, whether you know it or not, in your subconscious. It's a way to get it into your subconscious. To write it down, now it's out of me, it's on a page, I'm objectifying it now, I'm looking at it, So now I'm having a dialogue where before it was just Socratic. But now I'm having a dialogue and it starts reciprocating.
Your brain will let in anything that it believes is important to you. The Zeigarnik effect is the documented fact that when something is important to you, your brain opens up a checklist. And now your brain, once it puts this item on your checklist, it will store the checklist in your subconscious. It's encoded in your RAS, and your mind is now on the alert to spot things related to it. The way that you make yourself feel like something is important is your nervous system goes on alert while you're thinking about it. You're either super excited about something, oh, this is super important, or this is the trauma effect. You go on alert and you have something really bad happen, which is why things continue to bring it up throughout the rest of your life. So when you understand that if something's important to you, your filter will change in real time how you see the world. You now know how to change your brain to work for you. People are making a fundamental mistake. You are withholding the very support, empowerment, and celebration that you need to change and to do the hard work and to face the things that you're scared of. And that's why you're not changing. In a moment when you feel alone, you can give yourself the boost, the support, the empowerment that you need to keep going.
Like many of you, I was concerned about going out into the world and doing something bigger than myself. The imagination is always manufacturing scenarios, both good and bad, and the ego tries to keep you trapped in the multiplex of the mind. And if you listen to it, there will always be someone who's doing better than you. No matter what you gain, the ego will not let you rest. It will tell you that you cannot stop until you've left an indelible mark on the earth, until you've achieved immortality. How tricky is this ego that it would tempt us with the promise of something we already possess?
Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living."